The story of Zon Herbal Tisan began in the valley of Bogwalks in Catherine, Jamaica, where a farmer who has a passion for plants and a keen eye for detail identified certain unique features of the ginger-like plant growing in his nursery. Its tantalizing aroma, its distinct cinnamon scent mingled with other fruity fragrances captivated his attention and tempted his palate and taste buds. Thus was born the Zon Herbal Tisan.
It really is a wonder that Jamaica, land of wood and water, home of indigenous plants, that this new discovery was identified just about 7 to 8 years ago. And it is a new strain of a hybrid of ginger plant. So what happened is a noted agronomist, horticultural farmer. He noticed a difference in the ginger that was growing in his farm. And it was a peculiar difference because there was, at the time, a virus going around that was destroying all ginger plants, but this one miraculously survived. So out of curiosity, he plucked the leaves and rubbed them between his fingers. You know that intuition amongst farmers. And he noticed that the ginger had a unique cinnamon smell. So he ended up investigating it a little bit further. Long story short, he ended up finding out from international and local universities that it was indeed a new strain of ginger, and so the discovery of the plant led to its patent, and it is now owned by Zon International Holdings.
Its soothing and invigorating taste was as thrilling as it was intriguing to this St. Catherine farmer, and a passionate desire welled up in him to learn more about this fascinating plant. Having some idea of the generally well-known health benefits of ginger, he sought to explore whether this unique plant may contain other special health or nutritional benefits.
For a plant of this nature so far is very much qualified to be marketed as a nutraceutical, because a nutraceutical is a foodstuff or a food material which can be consumed as regular foods because it has all the kinds of nutrients that regular food will contain, and can be consumed to some extent that it do not affect the human body regularly. And this plant has qualified to be such. But in addition to that, has some health benefits based on some of the chemicals that it contains. So it has been found to have health benefits, as you would have known, because it has some phytochemicals, some materials and nutrients that are of health benefit as well as could be consumed as food.
His exploratory journey eventually led him to Northern Caribbean University, and he was asked to send a sample of the plant to Professor Vincent Wright, Dean of the College of Natural and Applied Sciences, Allied Health and Nursing, for a detailed analysis to be undertaken.
Ginger is a very unique plant. When I first saw this plant, it occurred to me that this plant must have some beneficial effect. In terms of its smell, it had a cinnamon smell, and also examining the plant further, I realized that there wasn't any sign of insect or pest affecting this plant.
Thus began a vigorous process of laboratory testing by the esteemed team of research scientists at NCU, including Professors Vincent Wright, Samson Omeregi, Mr. Lemore Jones, and then doctoral student Casey Reed. They carried out some studies in collaboration with their international counterparts at one of the prominent international research institutions, the Texas A&M University in Corpus Christi, Texas, USA.
So as a result of that, we looked at the physiology of the plant, and we looked at the whole biochemical aspect, and then we took it into the lab and we start our analysis.
This expanded the process of authentication led by Zon International Holdings Limited and laboratory investigations of the botanical that has come to be known as Magee Jamaican Cinnamon Ginger, JCG.
There was some scientific research done initially from the Northern Caribbean University, and it's very important that we recognize the fact that the NCU university professors took the time to really study and understand what this plant was, because there were other universities approached that did not work out well. So, you know, I wanted to use the opportunity to say thank you to NCU once again. But what happened is Dr. Vincent Wright, among other doctors and professors at the Northern Caribbean University, took it on as a project to determine what exactly this plant was and why is it that you know, it existed. And from their research, they realized that it had profound nutraceutical benefits. And when I say profound, it's by no means to be underestimated, because one of the major things now in the health atmosphere globally is that you want to take in as much antioxidants as possible.
Following their investigations conducted over a period spanning approximately 80 years, these international experts were able to corroborate the findings of their NCU counterparts, reporting outstanding nutritional and phytochemical properties contained in the McGee JCG. One notable outcome of this process was Zon International's historic acquisition of patents for the plant in the United States of America, Canada, and 27 countries in Europe.
It is currently patented in the United States of America, which I must add is quite a groundbreaking phenomenon, because over the past 50 years, the US has not patented any plants. And this plant is a non-GMO plant, which is even more significant in the scientific field. It's also patented in Canada and 27 countries of Europe. But I want to mention that it's also being pended in the countries of Mexico and Brazil.
Research so far has demonstrated that the McGee Jamaican cinnamon ginger contains 18 of the 20 naturally occurring amino acids, a mineral content of 8.1%, a rich source of calcium, and a moderate source of iron and sodium. It contains 5,980 international units per 100 grams of vitamin A and 20 times more protein than cranberry, and could also be used by the poultry and horse industries as feed additives. More amazingly, however, is the fact that initial studies suggest that it may aid in the treatment of dysmenorrhea, diabetes, H. pylori, and is expected to possess more health benefits.
Unlike regular herbal products, this one bears with it some values that you find in no other plant. For example, there are some plants 16 to 20 times stronger. It has 16 to 20 times stronger protein than several other distinguished plants. So that sets it apart immediately.
The world is now about to witness the evolution of a groundbreaking product that will revolutionize Jamaica and the world, facilitating the following: advancement in medical research, growth in the agricultural sector, enhancement in health and wellness, and economic growth and prosperity for communities that have embraced the benefits of this phenomenal product. The Zon Herbal Tisan, derived from the McGee Jamaican cinnamon ginger, an amazing product of the Jamaican soil.